Okay, I'm gonna check quickly on some questions that I've had from other people.
Yeah.
Oh yes, my friend Andrew wanted to ask toughest breakup and how'd you get through it? Which is what we talked right in the beginning about you coming into HLC2 off a pretty tough breakup. Any advice for a man going through a breakup?
That's a good one. Yeah, because mine was how I experienced it was really challenging.
Yeah, dude, honestly, they're the worst. I sometimes I don't know if you pray. You pray often, or
Yeah.
sometimes I just remember like the time that I went through, and I just like pray for my past self. I'm just like, bro, it's fucking.
I love that.
Because you just remember how fucked up you were, and like I just remember like being completely alone. I was in Santa Cruz, away from my family. She was like one of my best friends up there, and going through that, you're just like, oh, you're just alone and hurt. Oh, but what do you have advice for a man going through that hard time?
Man, I mean, I'm honestly a huge fan of solitude. Like,
Okay.
I think people in general, but men specifically, and in a time of a breakup, the worst advice I would I don't know what to say. The worst advice. Everyone take what you want from it, but to go back out and go have sex with whatever. I had guys giving me that advice, like, oh, dude, just go, and I'll go hook up with a girl. I'm like, dude, that's not fucking me. That's not gonna make me feel better.
That's what I did, and it did not make me feel better. So
maybe it works, but for me, I needed solitude.
Yeah.
I really needed space.
Yeah.
And I needed to honor my own healing process. And what I would say is if you've got a coach that you can talk to, that you can work with, I mean, it was, 2.5 years before I could even remotely entertain being in a relationship again.
Wow. Yeah.
And maybe that sounds like a lot to people. Maybe but for me, it was just right. And learning to forgive from a safe distance, forgive myself, forgive the other person for certain things that I was holding on to. And that takes time. Right. And so I would say, give it as much time as it needs when it feels right for you. Solitude can be some of the best medicine. Getting a coach to talk through it. Like I had, 2 coaches that I would work with and talk through, stuff and give me different perspectives and different things, just journal prompts and stuff like that. And so I would say, give it time, spend some time in nature. I think a breakup for me is it's a form of an initiation, right? You're going to be challenged significantly. You're going to have to find a new way of being, of relating to yourself, of relating to other people, questions a lot. And I think nature in and of itself, in and around any challenging experience, is the best medicine. Yeah. And so fucking go out, rent a place in nature. That's one. I was telling you before we record the podcast how I love Bonnie Doon in the Santa Cruz area. Yeah. And just recently, not because anything was really challenging, but I took 3 days in solitude just to I rented this small cottage, not expensive, in the middle of the trees. I did some work, but I took it as my 3 days to focus on me and work through some stuff. And I think especially in and around a breakup, go into the woods, take 3 days, be alone, and journal, fucking cry, yell, scream, and then have some support on the front end or the back end with a coach. That would be my best advice for sure.
Got it. And bring a drum too, right?
Oh, dude. I love that idea. Yeah, that would be amazing.
All right. Fuck yeah. Okay. My friend Nathan, I think